News. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. And now here's your host and mine, Mr. Barth Kimball.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to Fernwood Tonight. My name is Barth Kimball, and as you may have noticed from the abnormally thin sound of our theme song, but nice try, Hap, Happy Kites mirth makers are once again this evening leaving us mirthless, or at least without their particular brand of mirth, while they persist in their wildcat strike against Channel 6. It's driving me a little crazy, but fortunately, however, tonight the guys were not picketing outside the station. And as I understand it, that's because they picked up a job playing at a D-Malay installation dance up in Chillicothe, Ohio. I think all of us here on the show hope the strike ends soon, though, and we also hope that the dance pays enough to cover the fines that will be levied against the fellows in the band by the Channel 6 family when they return to town. And they will return because they love show business. I think all of us love it. There really is no business like show business. Certainly, it's like no business I know. There may be other lines of work that are more lucrative, certainly, but that have really less inherent appeal. But with show business, I think it's safe to say that everything about it is appealing. At least everything the traffic will allow. Of course, the traffic is never really appealing. I don't care where you are. Here, there, nowhere can you get that happy feeling. That is a happy feeling. To put it in the vernacular of show business, it's like when you're stealing that extra bow. That's really beside the point. That's cars, and we're talking about people, show people. And I sincerely mean it when I say there are no people like show people. Happy here is a perfect example of that. A lot of people wonder, why do we call him Happy? Well, he's like so many show people, you know. They smile when they are low. And he's low all the time, so we call him Happy. Another example, of course, his great example is our announcer, Mr. Jerry Hubbard. Jerry, I understand you had a bad day at the hospital. You went in for your annual checkup yesterday. They told you would not go far.
Well, it wasn't that serious, really. The doctor just gave me a prescription for some antibiotics to get rid of this pesky infection I've had. And he said I would not have to go far to the pharmacy. There was one right down in the corner, but I went down on my lunch hour, and it happened to be closed, so I had to go back later.
And that night they opened?
And there you are.
And there you are, yeah. It's funny, the people in the prop department here at Channel 6, great sense of humor, they put that quarantine sign on your dressing room door, and then the next day on your dressing room, they hung a star. They're always kidding around like that. Well, I certainly thought it was a joke. Well, anyway, let's go on with the show. You know, Hap, we ought to do that song some night. Oh. That's a kind of interesting idea.
What song is that?
That's Entertainment, I believe is the name of it. I'm not really sure.
It's a great movie, I know that.
Oh, it was wonderful. They had everybody in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we had
How do they afford a cast like that?
Oh, I don't know. It was almost just incredible. I guess the big studios have that kind of money. We don't. So we have our next guest instead. There's a whole new kind of music. You know, they had music in that film, and we're dealing with some music here on the show, or the lack of it with Happy.
Well, music's always changing, isn't it? So it's always something new.
Isn't it incredible? Well, the new stuff today is quite different than the new stuff of yesterday, which is no longer new.
No.
There's a new kind of music called punk rock. I think we've all heard of it. That's sweeping the nation. I guess it's called punk rock because for the simple reason that it's played by punks. They're the ones that are singing it, and there's never a town to be outdone. That's Fernwood. We have our own, so we found some punks under a rock, and they're here tonight. So please welcome Fernwood's punk rock group. They call themselves 15 and Free, which is the name of their song, and maybe the only 3 acceptable words they know.
We'll
Here they are,
see.
15 and Free.
Your mom and dad are mad. Your mom and dad are mad 'cause you hang out with me. I'm glad they say I'm bad. I'm glad they say I'm bad. That's what I want to be. Now they came and they arrested me. I gotta see if I can cop a plea. I just want to be 15 and free. 15 and free. 15 and free. 15 and free.
Make yourself at home, fellas. Don't your parents ever tell you to wipe your feet before you walk on the furniture?
Like, we're 15 and free, and we do what we want.
You know, I hate to seem old-fashioned, but what happened to the musicians that were steeped in good old-fashioned musical, you know, some kind of musical tradition? I'm talking about the old-timers like Bo Diddley and Clarence Frogman Henry, or people who wrote some of the great lyrics, like James Brown, who once said, "Baby, please, 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 please don't go." A man who knew what he wanted to say and he knew how to say it. But, you know, I hope you guys don't take this wrong, and I don't mean it personally, but you guys are awful. Your songs are awful, you dress awful, your music is awful, you guys stink, you outright stink. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, yeah?
Yeah! Yeah!
Hey. I hate to interrupt this interesting debate, but we do have to get on with this show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have a certain standard to uphold. People in this town know me, a certain image, and I'm sorry, Bart, I'm sure you can understand, and the kids can understand. I'm doing my thing, but there's not room on this panel for both of us, and you understand that. If you insist on having an interview like this, I will have to get up and leave, and I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to bring the show to a stop.
Jerry, I mean, I respect your convictions and everything. I think that may be going
I'm sorry.
a step too far.
No,
you mean
I'm
to
sorry.
say that if I simply ask them who's the leader of the group, something timid like that?
Even a question like, who is the leader of the group, and bam, I'm gone, believe me.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Who's the leader of the group?
I am.
Oh, yeah? How did you guys get into punk rock, you punks?
Well, we're angry and we're frustrated and we're trying to rebel against a society that's evil and corrupt and violent.
Also, it's a good way to earn money for college.
Oh, hi, Jerry.
If you think I'm still here, I'm not. Physically, I'm here. Mentally, my mind is in Cincinnati.
Well, it's getting closer every day, isn't it? What can you guys make, for instance, in a night's concert? I guess you'd still have to call it.
About 20,000 gross.
Holy cow. Are you serious?
Yeah, we cleared 76K last year. That was on a 136K gross, but that was income averaged over the last 5 years.
And how long does it take you to play a guitar like that?
Yeah.
I picked it up right away, 5-10 minutes.
It's not hard,
They're
Jerry.
just kind of basic chords.
So basically, they ask you what kind of you know what?
Sure, help yourself, man.
Fingers?
Yeah, well,
Well, you just put your one finger there.
You want the
and
rest of
one
this?
finger- No, I don't know.
Yeah, one here, one right down. Put one up here.
How much? You have your own van? You have like your own
We got
separate system?
12 vans and our own, and a girl in each van, so we don't worry.
Oh, my God. Listen, I'd like to talk to you for a little bit. We'll be right back after this word. I want to just see you in a minute.
Da 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 da.
That'll do nicely, Hap.
Da, da, da,
Hap. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Happy Kind. Let's have a nice hand for him.